After his win over Dustin Poirier in 2024, the UFC's pound-for-pound king, as voted for by members of the media, was Islam Makhachev. And after he first claimed the lightweight title, this was his mission.
I have new target. I have to be #1 pound-for-pound champion. That's why I have to go to the Australia and beat this guy.
This guy in Australia he had to beat was the then pound-for-pound champ, Alexander Volkanovski, who Makhachev would have to beat twice to get the top spot. But he did, and the top spot he got.
Of course, some people underestimated my striking, but in the first fight, I showed the people my striking. And I think now people will respect my striking, and I just show I am not just wrestler, grappler, or striker, and I know I'm a best fighter, best MMA fighter in the world.
But with his triumphant return to the cage in 2023, the light heavyweight GOAT Jon Jones had muddied the waters yet again, and one man in particular thought it should be him at the top.
What do you guys think? You guys think I'm the greatest of all time or what? Yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love.
That man was Dana White, and he didn't mince his words when expressing this notion. For anyone to call Islam the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world when Jon Jones is still fighting is nuts and shouldn't be voting in the pound-for-pound list or doing any of the rankings ever if that's what you really think. But is Uncle Dana right? The first thing you have to take into account is how good a fighter is compared to their competition. That's exactly how Jon Jones claimed his first pound-for-pound #1 spot. In his 2 reigns as the light heavyweight king, he fought champions, former champions, and future champions, and he smashed 16 ranked opponents in 10 years. By comparison, Makhachev had fought just 3 top-ranked guys. They were Dan Hooker, who was at #9, the champion, Charles Oliveira, who he beat for the title, and then Dustin Poirier, who was at #4. But what about Volk, I hear you ask? That doesn't count. Volk was the one coming up a division, and he almost beat the bigger guy. And for the second fight, Volk had less than 2 weeks' notice. That leads us to the biggest factor of all in the pound-for-pound debate, a fighter's ability to beat bigger fighters. Jon Jones has never lost a fight ever, continued Dana. And then when you think about what the pound-for-pound rankings really mean, he moved up to heavyweight and destroyed the best guy in the world. The lightweight champion, Makhachev, claimed the pound-for-pound spot, beating a guy from the division below him, while the former light heavyweight champ, Jon Jones, came back to beat the #1 contender for the heavyweight title. Then again, it was after a 3-year layoff, and then he didn't fight for over a year. So you decide if Dana has a point.
Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.